hacer el güey? ¿Qué va a hacer el vato? No digas que he's gonna ride a bull. Pues espérate, güey. Espérate, hold on to the bull, güey. Le vale verga, güey. Con el pinche cigarro todavía en la pinche boca, güey. Le vale verga a todos los... Get out of there, rodeo clowns. You know, güey. He's just like, give it all to me. Give it all to me, bull. Ahora ya se va a caer, güey. No, he's still holding on. Oh, no. Oh, shit. I thought he was done for. This is the greatest athletic achievement I have seen in my life, bro. Oh, this is better than Kobe's 81-point game, than Usain Bolt's 100-meter dash, man. This is breaking all sorts of physics. With su pinche madre.
There you go. Riding the bull. Yes.
That's some talent right there.
No hands. That's how we ride the bull, right?
I don't even know if that's right. That's more like gliding the bull. Like,
well, he was doing it.
Was that real?
It wasn't computer generated.
Well, man, you know, I've never seen that before in my life, and that is limber.
Skill.
While smoking a cigarette.
Yeah.
Like, woo.
Well, you know, that's only a little bit like in crypto, man. You know.
Yeah, riding the bull,
snapping your neck and stuff. You know. So how this is pretty down for a Friday. You guys all right?
Oh,
dude,
yeah.
It's been a long week. I was, what is it? That leak that Austin M2 talked about? I think Tim talked about it. The leak that came out from somewhere with Ethereum went, straight up.
Yeah.
And now it's just.
It's all good.
Come on, man.
Sideways action.
Yeah, sideways unaction. Can you?
I got a lot of news that goes along with it, man. I mean, it's people getting ready.
Just letting you know.
Just cleared the deck. Nothing. Ain't no stopping us now. Ain't no stopping.
They call it consolidation phase.
Oh, consolidation.
Yeah, that's right.
I like it.
So happy Friday.
Oh yeah.
Happy Friday.
Happy Memorial Day weekend.
You want to go to the map?
It is Memorial.
Friday.
Let me get over there.
Oh, there's a
Thanks
map
for your service.
Happy Memorial Day weekend. And yes, ready for the fire firkin? Bam!
Oh, bam.
Oh, look at that. That's amazing.
Bam.
Fireworks all over the world.
Bam.
Connecting GMs everywhere.
Bam.
Did you get yours? Are you going to get something more than a private?
I already fired mine. I was hoping you would store it up and then it would fire more. So
you already fired it. What is
premature firing?
It was a premature firing. But I wanted to see if you could store it, and then you unstore it. It goes really far, but
it accumulates. It accumulates. You ready?
Accumulation. You disappointed me.
Here's Atlanta. It's a general right here.
I got no accumulation right now. Is this you?
Yes, it is.
Let's see.
Ooh, little something out of Connecticut. Jersey's happy again.
Oh yeah, you two right there. You two barely getting out of the woods.
It's all right. It's all right.
Barely getting out of the woods.
There you go. Like it. It's all good, man. GMs are spreading.
See if I can get one more going.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do know what you're saying.
You sure?
I do.
Okay.
I'm going to go through some chat here. Best show in town. Thank you for educating us. Cheers. Thank you, Ariel. Appreciate you, brother. Hope all is well. Love the little wine and the little monsters at the end. Good stuff. Good evening, Web3 Wise guys and Crypto Fam. After the BTC ETF approval, BTC pulled back 11%, right? And for about 14 days, then the ETH pullback is at 2%. So this is getting interesting. Edutain me, drop the alpha.
This guy, George, he's pretty amazing. Do you think he knows he's amazing, this guy?
I think
some stuff going on the map there.
This guy is awesome.
I'll let it build up. It's all good. Sue, good to see you. Always appreciate education and the benefit of your expertise. Thank you. Appreciate you. Thanks for joining us. Dan, we need some alpha from the wise guy. Come on. We do have it, Dan. I'm going to go through some cool stuff. I know we talk, a lot about RWAs, but yesterday it really started the bull market with RWAs because I'm going to get into it. But if you don't know what the biggest category that pumped yesterday, everybody's looking at ETH. It's RWAs. RWAs were pumping from like 20 to 30% all week. Everybody's anticipating great moves by a lot of projects that are already tokenizing real world assets. Right, great stuff. Hey everyone, have a nice Friday. You too, Ali. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us, brother. And Red XP, Friday night, holiday weekend. Let's go.
Hey, before I forget, that video that you sent me, are you going to please show it at the 30 mark today?
What?
Elizabeth Warren getting fired?
We played it yesterday. Oh no, I
No.
can't play that one. No, not that's a little bit much. That's much.
I'm just letting you know, it was the best video I ever seen in my life.
Not safe for work.
It's not safe for it might be a Me Too movement, but I'm letting you know. Obama ripping into you know who? Priceless, just priceless.
Yeah.
And Gensler getting the lunch.
Gensler, yeah, yep.
Gensler getting the lunch for Obama. Priceless.
with his little mask on. Yeah.
Listen to me. If they created a full-hour show like that,
oh yeah,
I'd watch it. You can take my money now.
Tooker, that's why Tooker is the ticker, man. I mean,
Tooker is the ticker, and I have no Tooker, so I don't want to talk about it. Tooker.
Oh, sorry, man. Sorry Tooker. For you. I told you.
I got some other stuff that goes down in value. So if you guys ever want to lose money,
well, Tooker didn't go down. It goes up. It's up.
But if you ever want to lose money, call me. I'll help you lose it.
Okay. All right. Let me get the map again. You guys said some great things. Oh boy, yes.
That came out of your neighborhood, Ray.
That was straight out of Atlanta.
It wasn't you, but it was somebody in your neighborhood.
How do you know? I might have did it.
No, you didn't do it. You didn't do it.
That is. Oh, look at Arizona. Got some splash out there.
It's a little splash. It ain't much. It's not me right now. It's the team. It's the Santisi brothers team.
And well, they're doing great.
Those guys.
That doesn't go way back to what I saw before. There was generals flying everywhere.
It doesn't store it as much as we'd like it to.
Yeah, it's just the last couple.
But yeah, if you're kind of just joining us, this is all around the world. These are monsters all over the board. Each of these dots are beacons or smart keys. People all around the planet, right? In this project, pretty cool. It's really nice over here. Looking good. Looking good here. Nice area. Oh look, caught some. Look at that.
There you go.
That's a general. Like I'm gonna follow it. No, it's a captain.
Something just flew by. It seems like
look how far the captains go. Did you see that? That's
satellites going by.
Captain satellites going by. But Captain reached out to Austria from there. Wow, that's pretty impressive. But yes, these GMs go out when you check in to the closest 100 monsters.
And just so you know, when you check in, you can't check out. Is there a song?
Is this Hotel California now?
I said, is there a movie like that? I remember that phrase.
But yeah, it's the closest 100 monsters, and it goes from sergeants, captains, and generals. That's why we talk about these big explosions. They go all over the planet when it's a general. Very cool. Very cool, this game. A lot of things happening here. But I don't know. Do you have anything, Tim, before we jump into it?
I got, yep.
Right, so.
I know. Thanks for not asking me, Ray. I appreciate you.
This one here for FOMO's reading enjoyment. May 24th, 2024.
Look at that.
Look at you.
Coinbase presses for a new appeal against the SEC.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
So this is a quick thing off of, what is this, Bankless? So here's the scoop. Coinbase has asked for a higher court, the U.S. Court of Appeals, for the Second Circuit to decide if digital asset transactions without post-sale obligations, post-sale meaning we're going to give you rewards, we're going to, earn interest, all that kind of stuff. Any post-sale obligations to the original issuer qualify as an investment contracts under the SEC regulation.
Mm-hmm.
The move comes on the heels of the judge's rejection of Coinbase's initial attempt to dismiss the SEC's case. In that ruling, the judge, Catherine Valilla, said buying a token on a platform involves buying into that token's digital ecosystem, and not just the token itself. In the new motion, Coinbase pointed to a division between lawmakers and the SEC, particularly following the recent FIT21 vote in the U.S. House of Representatives. So obviously, there's movement there that these guys are agreeing with it. So they don't want to be so hard on what's going on over there. Ultimately, Coinbase is seeking to challenge whether digital asset transactions not involving formal contracts can be regulated as investment contracts by the SEC.
Yep.
There you go.
There you go.
So yeah, they're going to keep up the fight, and before you know it, between the ETH ETF coming out and everybody warming up to crypto on the government side, it should just this should just go away.
Right. Oh yeah.
So, the other one that I had found, Ray, that I was going to talk about, I thought we were going to do a crypto recap. I have a tokenization of real world.
Please do. Yeah.
So this one, I found this one because it has a lot of graphs, a lot of pictures. Yeah, a lot of things that FOMO can follow along with. So here we go. Tokenization of real world assets, assessing market sentiment. This was cool because this one is about, here's your boy, Larry Fink.
Love Larry.
The CEO of BlackRock has said the next generation of markets will be tokenization of securities. Other leading financial services such as Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, Citi, actively working in the space. So this survey and all these graphs that you're going to see here are 40 executives from across fintech, finance, and Web3. The executives invited, let me just move this over so I can read a little better. The executives invited to take part or have some degree of exposure to the blockchain. So, and they have expected to have informed opinions. So this is the breakdown of where they're from: technology companies, crypto, DeFi, consulting, venture capital, and down the line, financial institutes with law firms and traditional asset managers. So just to go over the graphs real quick, most participants strongly agree that tokenization of real-world assets is likely to see increased adoption over the next 24 months. In fact, none of the executives that were contacted disagreed with that statement. So obviously, they all think it's coming.
Oh, yeah.
Then this was a good one. Benefits of tokenized real-world assets: lower cost of asset issuance and servicing, improved liquidity, and so you can see most of them are green, where that's 63, 55. Ability to use DeFi. Everybody likes DeFi. We love DeFi. Gateway for TradFi and DeFi merging, right? And going back and forth. And improved risk reward with crypto native assets. So pretty cool there. And then here we go. Preferred real world assets. So real estate, that's why I follow the RWAs as much as I do. 58% think that real world assets of real estate are going to be coming out of the box first. Alternative assets, fine art, music, private company shares. Private company is good because you don't have, you got to go through the SEC for public stuff. So this would be really cool to be able to do that. Private equity funds, credit, structured products, money markets, including T-bills, and then commodities and public equities. So I don't know if you need public equities and crypto stuff, but they can do it. And then this just breaks down the real estate alternatives and all that kind of stuff, but we kind of get the idea of that. But here's the challenges, and most of these guys would agree that the first one is lack of regulated digital asset infrastructure for tokenized real-world assets. So they're looking for regulated infrastructure.
Now, let me just interfere.
Yeah.
So BlackRock using Pendle,
yeah,
and doing that on Ethereum blockchain, that could handle that, right? You think?
Well, no, that's not the regulation part.
Okay,
that's just their mechanics of how they want to do it. They want to use Ethereum-based,
right? Pendle, a token.
Tokenization.
Right, I got you.
Right. Then next up, most important, ensuring compliance, right? Because you know how everybody likes to be compliant. JP Morgan getting fined $350 million, making $35 billion. Anyway, they like to be compliant, but you know, we all know that the blockchain doesn't lie, so their compliance, they got to be pretty accurate, right? Lack of liquidity, providers and the market makers. But once they get this tokenization down, these guys will pour money into it. Obviously, you just mentioned Pendle, and they put $100 million into that fund already, so there'll be some liquidity there. But it's a gigantic market. I have one more graph after these that will show you how big it's going to get. Custodians, transfer agents, and other required service providers can increase cost. So where they funnel all these things through, you know, then everybody's going to try and take a cut with their fees and all that kind of stuff. So that's a challenge. A lack of high quality assets to be tokenized. I think we talked about it before. Tokenizing the Empire State Building or something like that would be pretty cool. But that's what they're thinking is going to be the main thing. Preferred blockchain fabric. So there's a difference between permission blockchains and then public blockchain, and then they're thinking, and they're kind of all easily split between these. There's some combination of both. So just to get into that a little bit, transactions in tokenized real world assets will likely have to be facilitated through regulated intermediary like Texture Capital, and participants on the platform of tokenized real world assets need to go through KYC and AML screening. That's know your customer and anti-money laundering. And these implications are most suitable for the blockchain, because the blockchain don't lie, as we know.
Hey, wouldn't it be cool if the United States government used a blockchain when they sent the money to overseas, so they wouldn't have lost that $3 billion? What do you think?
$3 billion?
I'm just saying, when it went to Ukraine, they say they lost like 2 billion, 20 billion. I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. And
I'm just asking, Ray. You hear me, Ray? You're not smiling, Ray. Transparency, Ray.
Transparency, exactly right.
Just saying.
So here's the blockchains they think they'll be using. 43% said Ethereum. That's our favorite, right? 43% think it's going to be on Ethereum, while 23 will say Polygon, Avalanche, Provenance, DAML, Algorand, Solana, and other. What's DAML? I don't know that one.
Dude, awesome, man.
Dude, awesome, man. Let's go.
Right. Oh, yeah, that's the one.
Isn't that what it?
It's crazy.
It's Friday. Let's go.
Yeah, it's Friday night.
That's a blockchain I want to use.
Somebody already went to
Awesome,
happy hour.
man.
Dude, awesome. All right.
Dude,
what's
awesome. It's hot.
So what's driving? They think it's going to be a combination of both traditional institutions and crypto native companies. And then that's it for the final thoughts. And then I have one more graph that did I have it? Oh crap.
It's
I
hot.
deleted it.
You have that?
Nope.
No.
I lost it.
You lost it.
Anyway.
Hot. You better find it.
No, I have the it's hot thing.
Oh,
but
gotcha.
I had one more graph from a different article, but it seems to have gotten lost in all my tabs. So yeah, that's my RWA little additive.
Go ahead. Ask me anyway, Ray. Ask me.
Ask you what? DAML?
No, ask me if I have anything.
Do you have anything, John? John, do you have anything before we jump into it, John?
Let's jump into it, Ray. Let's get right into it.
Well, Tim could have shared a little bit too, because we got some of the stuff. We jumped on top of each other, but it's all right. It's all good. We got.
Let's hear it, man. Let's do it.
It's all good. Here, let me see. Let me get. Well, wait. Before we do, we got some other people saying what's up. So yeah, happy Friday, B Honey. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Buenas noches. I'm in South America. That's what I'm talking about. Steve, Monster Friday. That's right. M2 Hat Girl. Crypto Buffy B. It's not ice cream music.
I hear the
Ice cream man.
Ice cream man. Thank you, B Honey. Absolutely. Smash the like button. Right. Subscribe if you're watching. And yes, get it going. Right. The chat.
B Honey's the best. Every time I see B Honey, I go, "Is it time for soup?" I don't know why I think of soup when I see her.
Soup? What are you talking about?
I don't know. Now I want ice cream.
Yeah.
Where are my party DJs at? That's what I'm talking about.
That's it.
Right,
there you go.
100%. There you go. But, without any further ado, let's get this is a Supreme Court ruling. Did you know Coinbase and Dogecoin were battling it out? Not Dogecoin itself, but the people, right? You heard of this one? It's kind of cool.
Was this the raffle or something?
A raffle. Yes.
Raffle.
Right.
Something like a raffle.
Yes, absolutely. It is a raffle.
They said, give us $100, play the game or something like that.
That's exactly right. Right. And that's what they're talking about. If this was a conservative-led court, this Ninth Circuit, and it was Coinbase against this Suski, this guy here, David.
This reminded me of the McDonald's Peel and the Peel thing that there was a lot of lawsuits going on.
Yeah.
So it reminded me of that.
Right, but they were saying this guy is suing him because he said it was false advertising, right?
Right.
And the whole ruling, it really is not about cryptocurrency, this whole thing. Of course it is, like with Coinbase and Doge, but the point is that Coinbase wants to go through arbitration, right? Not take it to court, right? And that's kind of what the whole crux of this lawsuit is about, is not having to go to court, because obviously there's a lot more expenses when you're dealing with that. And there's a lot of risk.
Is it one person or is it a class action lawsuit now, right?
It's this guy, David Susky, and some others. It doesn't say more than others, right?
Right.
They sued the exchange and sweepstakes management company. But yeah, what's cool is it went all the way up to the Supreme Court, this thing, right? And the Supreme Court said no, right? This guy has a right, and the people who are entered into this lawsuit, they have the right to bring it to court and not just have it in arbitration. So the bottom line, the Supreme Court ruling isn't endorsing what the Ninth Circuit reasoning is, but the justices agreed that with the conclusion, a court had to decide whether, to the extent of the parties have reached an agreement with this arbitration stuff. But they didn't. That's what Coinbase was saying. They're like, when you signed all this, when you sign all that stuff, or you check the boxes when you're, well, that's what they're saying. And yeah, the courts have said no. You have to go to court if you did something, harmful to these parties. But in further news with Doge, sad day. Did you hear the sad day?
Oh, it was horrible. I cried.
It is.
It is a sad day.
It is. The real Doge, this guy right here, passed away today.
It was sad.
19 years old, Doge, right?
That's a long time for a dog.
There, he got, what is it, Harambe? Yeah, Harambe and Doge, right? So there you go. Elon Musk tweeted that today, and he said, has ascended to heaven to be with his best friend, Harambe, right? But, it is. I think, like I said, it was 19 years old. No, 17. Okay.
Yeah,
that's
first of all, he had a good life, and
that's
second
still pretty old, isn't it, for a dog?
Yeah, no,
well,
that
is long, but
that's
dude,
on the high side.
he ate a lot of Doge. This guy was fed Doge.
I bet you Doge was, he was
Well, he ain't starving.
he was stacked, right?
Yeah, he's Doge. He had some Doge.
He was Doge. But hey, that's just it's not too bright, but that's okay.
Did they halt trading for like 3 minutes while
Right, it should have had a moment of silence.
They should have did it for 17 minutes. A minute for every year he was alive.
That's true. Good old Doge.
Oh,
Yep.
now I'm thinking about dog years.
I don't know how to say his name, but
gosh.
Kabosu. Is it Kabosu?
Caboso.
So that was Doge's real name.
So good life, and that's what's said.
Yeah, it's all good. We're it's we're gonna, his memory will live on.
That's 119 years in people years.
And you know what it is in bar years? It's 210. If you work in the bar or restaurant industry, 17 years is 215 years.
You add more for restaurant and bar? Is that what you said?
Are you serious? With the employees and the things we have to deal with on a daily basis, it ages you.
This is the public
Dude,
show.
I'm like 31. Look at this face. I'm 31.
I'm 31.
Look at this. I feel like I'm 78.
There you go. Well, But this is why we're talking about it, because why asset tokenization, it is inevitable, right? What happened yesterday, there's much more to the story, right? This has really, made this bull market for this start running like crazy. That's why
I did have a question. I'm going to ask a stupid question.
Sure.
No such thing.
On-chain real-world assets, real estate, things. Explain to me how you tokenize it. I'm just give me the beginning. Like, I have a watch I want to sell, or we have a house. How do you tokenize the asset? When they talk about asset tokenization of a real,
I got a whole little thing we're going to go through.
Okay, I appreciate that. So I'm just trying to. I'm getting confused a little bit.
No, I get it. Sure, but I mean,
we'll take questions at the end.
Look what they do with USDT. I mean, they do it even with gold right now, right? They would have to put it into a vault, right? It's like for Tether, and it's not that way, right? It's more algorithmically paired. But what it should be with a stable token, there should be $1, right? Just like when we do wrapped PE or wrapped, with ETH. You know what I'm saying? When you have to, so wrap Bitcoin, you can buy wrap Bitcoin, but it has to be staked onto the Bitcoin chain right, to be locked up, right, so it can be created on Ethereum, right?
Gotcha.
All I'm saying is dollar for dollar for whatever it is.
Right.
Yeah, that's all I'm
So
saying.
then, if it's a car,
Yeah.
say we're going to tokenize a real world. Say it's a house, because Tim does real estate. The house, let's keep it simple. The house is worth $1 million.
Right.
How do you tokenize that house?
All through the title stuff. I mean, that's what I'm saying. That's what's going to take a while, right? You can fractionalize all that, right?
Right.
But still, it's all that paperwork. It all has to start being
Gotcha.
Put on the blockchain.
Yes.
Understood.
That's the big lift. This is the heavy lift, right?
Gotcha.
That's why, and not getting too deep, but that's DePIN, decentralized physical infrastructure.
Right.
That's why a lot of this stuff, it's all integrated as a part of that stuff. So that's what I mean. It's pretty amazing.
Thank you very much.
Once you start really getting into it, but it's very technical, right? That's why it hasn't really happened,
I guess he got the answer he wanted. He left.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is.
I had
He's
to
back.
sneeze. I don't like
Otherwise, guys, good to see you, Richie. Thanks for joining us.
Hey,
Cracks Ray, I'm 217 in board.
he knows.
Hey, look, exactly how I feel about working at the hospital. So
Exactly. They know what I'm saying.
Yeah, you do. That's right. So I guess it is. There's a lot of tough jobs out there, So it is inevitable. That's what we were talking about. This says Mehdi Brahimi, head of the institution business at L1, right? Financial markets are, and it is. We've been saying this for so long, and it's like people don't really still believe it, right? This is, I mean, my goodness, what happened, with the ETF of Bitcoin, now yesterday with ETH, this is really, game changing because it's not a security anymore, right? That is kind of, squashed that, right? And Ethereum is an institutional grade blockchain. This is where everything's going to happen on Ethereum, right? I know, and we talk about on Spaces, Apex and Austin, they say how Solana is more the crypto bros and the degens, right? Well, the institutional grade thing is Ethereum, and it just got the okay yesterday, right? It is not a security, right? And I'm kind of going to go off on a little tangent here. The main thing that we have to be concerned about now is the laws that are going to be passed about self-custody, right? That's the biggest thing that maybe governments are going to kind of try to push, is that we are going to have to do like Tim was talking about, the AMLs and the KYCs, and centralize our tokens, right? Or they won't recognize it, or it'd be illegal to hold them in some kind of decentralized wallet. But that's the next coming fight, I would say, is that kind of stuff right there, is about self-custody. And like I said, everybody should kind of pay attention. But all of this has opened it up wide open with this kind of stuff, man. Because real world assets is not just an emerging trend. It is setting the stage for a new era of asset management. It really is, right?
Ray, you said inevitable, right? You said it's an inevitable.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sorry, I'm just going to have to jump in because there's only one thing you can play when you say that word.
Oh, yeah.
Here it is.
I am inevitable.
Nope.
Oh, and his ding. Snapped and he dinged. What is the matter with you, FOMO? That's awesome.
Nice.
That is. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's obviously the last Marvel movie, the last good one.
Yeah. Right. Oh yeah. No, absolutely. But March 20th launched BlackRock's first tokenized fund. You've been talking about this, FOMO, Biddle and Tim.
Yes.
Private short-term treasury fund marked a significant milestone for tokenization. Not only did Biddle attract almost $300 million in assets in the first month, but BlackRock, the largest asset manager, is signaling that tokenization will be the next generation for markets. Tokenized government treasuries are already $1.2 billion category, and it's just starting, right? This is all only gonna, get faster and bigger and bigger and bigger. And I should put this up. This is what we're gonna see too, right? I got one just for BlackRock, right? Here we go.
The reason for the call today, John, is something just came across my desk, John. It is perhaps the best thing I've seen in the last 6 months. If you have 60 seconds, I'd like to share the idea.
It's literally what's going to be obviously happening with the ETF, right? Those phone calls are going to start happening. It's really going to start ramping up, and it is crazy. But BlackRock begins asset tokenization with the launch of a liquidity fund, right? the world's largest asset manager, next step forward, a single ledger, instantaneous settlement, and ending illicit activities. And this is a Larry Goodolfing. Yeah. According to the filing, BlackRock created the fund in 2023, but is yet to launch it. Form D is used to obtain various exemptions. BlackRock indicated that it is seeking an exemption under investment company, for all this. But the fund will have $100,000 minimum. So to be in that, you have to only have, that's the minimum you have to have, 100 grand, right? So
100 G's.
100 G's. That's nothing to sneeze at, The fund will be tokenized on the Ethereum blockchain, right? I mean, this is what I'm saying. That is where all institutions are going to play, is on Ethereum, right? You think it's going to be good to hold ETH, right? You think, now again, now you're also dealing with what some of these people do, maybe some kind of manipulation sometimes, right? So there's always that. But there's a fun fact. Ondo alone, Ondo, right? Has contributed 195 million of Buildle's 448 million assets under management. To put that in perspective, BlackRock's first on-chain fund has seen nearly 50% of its growth come from Ondo's efforts. And that's why I wanted to go through some of these, right? When I start going through some of these projects, not shilling it, not telling you that that's an endorsement, not telling you to buy the token, I'm just telling you what some of these projects that are doing these real-world assets and all this tokenization, right? So again, it's just interesting stuff. But this ETH, this ETH ETF approval means tokenizing assets now is completely safe, and it's securitized. This is securitized CEO. So it's really opened the floodgates, and there is no way. That's why we do watch that Tucker thing, FOMO, right? That stuff is all real. There is no more with what's her name, Elizabeth Warren, right? All her little whole shtick is over, right? That's not, you can't do anything with these right now, right?
I think somebody came to her and said, I think I was watching a video, Ray.
Yeah.
You're fired.
It is true.
You're fired.
Yep.
They said, Elizabeth, your career, poof.
Poof.
Oh, good one, Tim. On fire.
Yeah. But again, this project specializes in offering institutional grade financial products and services such as tokens, offering U.S. dollar yield or exposure to U.S. treasuries. We were looking at some of that. There's that other one too. I don't know what it's called off the top of my head. But remember, it had like 34% or something crazy.
Right. And then I just want to bring this thing with Ethereum real quick. Just totally interrupt you. Take your thoughts.
Go for it.
Didn't Cathie Wood, weren't we doing a little research together? Didn't she say 2 Ethereum would be worth what?
No, 6.
Oh, it's 6. See, I totally forgot. 6 Ethereum?
You're bumping it up a little bit. 6 Ethereum.
6 Ethereum by 2030, Ray?
That's what she said. 6 Ethereum, $1 million.
She said you could be a millionaire.
Yeah.
With 6 Ethereum in your wallet in 2030.
Which it makes it around, 170, 160 something. Yeah.
Totally.
I'm not saying that. That's not funny.
Not saying it's not.
We're quoting Cathie Wood.
Cathie Wood. Don't add an S. For some reason, we like to add Woods. It's not Woods. It's Wood.
It's Wood. Yes. So good point, Tomo. That's very bullish. I'm glad you're predicting that bullish. That's bullish.
It's just, what I'm saying. I'm not allowed to say rocket ship or bullish. I'm just saying.
Looking at it right now, it's $3,800. That's pretty bullish.
You know what I'm saying? What is that? 40x?
Yes. It's
60x?
Yeah. I don't.
That's the kind of returns I need, Ray, to continue my lifestyle.
Oh, your lifestyle. That's right.
Hey, can you imagine what a divorce is going to look like in 50 years with crypto? You know what I mean? We've been living on Bitcoin. I can't find it anymore.
I was just fishing last week. And it's tough, but I'm sure. That's what I'm saying. You're going to see a lot of stuff, going to make this obviously mainstream and more, trackable. They're going to have to do that, right? They're not going to not get their taxes from them. Right?
I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying?
I do. I understand, but they're definitely going to, bring it into light, right? But this is surprising because I want to jump to this too because I have this. Ooh. Right. Because guess what we're going? Guess we're going next. Watch this. you see what that said? That's
Yeah,
the
it said Ethereum.
That's on top of the Federal Reserve, right? This is the FederalReserve.gov, and the reason I wanted to show you and talk about this is because yes, this is it's not a government site. I don't know why they got .gov, but yes, this is the Fed's website, right? And when you go down here and you start talking about, because this is what it is, tokenized assets on public blockchains, how transparent is the blockchain?
Pretty transparent. I can track things.
It is. I can click a link and I go right to what you were doing and what's going on.
I know what you're doing, Ray.
You do, right? But look at the little background, because why I keep why we're so, I would say, bullish on Ethereum is this is all they're talking about, the Ethereum blockchain, right there, right? Throughout this whole article, this is all they're talking about when they're talking about tokenizing all real world.
Wow, that's a hint again, Ray.
This is a hint. This is what I was looking around and I was like, oh my goodness, man!
Ethereum's everywhere.
It is with the big with the big players, yes.
Yep.
The degens and the others, they're playing on Solana and the crypto bros, right?
It's cute over there. It's cute.
It is cute, and I got nothing against. I got some Solana.
I got nothing against Solana. I got like 2 of them.
I'm just telling you, this is the Federal Reserve, and all it's talking about is ETH. Its asset serves as a fundamental role in the Ethereum network as assets in which transaction fees are paid. But ETH.
And validators are rewarded. Are those people that own the nodes, right? Are validators nodes?
Well, you stake it. You don't
Okay,
do.
gotcha.
Yes. It used to be proof of work, but now it's proof of stake.
Proof of work versus proof of stake.
Right. But I mean, like I said, I was going through, and that's all it's talking about. It's not talking about any other blockchain that is going to do RWAs.
Every paragraph is about Ethereum.
Yeah. It is kind of interesting, right? And then this was just kind of piggybacking on what Tim had, because this is what we just kind of really checked off. Maybe, I don't know about this one, but we just checked this one off, regulatory uncertainty, because that's not a security now, right?
Right.
And when you start seeing on places like this, it's going to be a thing. It really is. It is impossible for it not to be, right? And then market adoption and liquidity. That's what all this ETF and all these things are bringing, right? Is a bunch of market adoption. People are obviously going to start getting into these ETFs, and they're going to start seeing probably really good returns, right? Things that they're probably maybe not used to, right? I know there's still brokers and there's still people taking fees and doing all that, but it's going to perform pretty good compared to most things. And then I think you'll start seeing a section of those start peeling off and start understanding what self-custody is, right? I'm thinking, because that once you see that and you just get a little taste, I know I wouldn't want to be messing around just sitting on Coinbase or doing anything like that. And this is probably even more, because I don't know. How did the fee structure happen when after? You know how it said after $1 billion? Was it still like 0.25%, or did it increase incrementally? Or
I think each one of them made up their own fee structure.
Okay,
that's why Kathy Wood wanted to. She's got one of the best fee structures out there.
Right.
She was trying to win business by having low fees, and BlackRock had a low one, but then it changed after 6 months or 9 months or something like that.
Right.
So those guys set their own rates. Yeah. It's like the Fed. They're just gonna, hey, we're gonna make 5.5% now.
5.5, right? Absolutely. Oh, portal. Is that a portal?
That could be.
I'm looking. It looks like a portal.
It could be the confusion look that people get when
Halo fell off.
Yeah.
Did you hear me, Ray?
What?
It could give you the confusion look that people look when they hear me speaking. It could be
that. No, all good. But even getting down here, we're not all the way, through this. Where these are the risks, right, and the challenges of all this stuff, right? The educational gap is huge, because you start talking to people like this, and they're going to look at you just like you were talking about. I don't think it's on here. Maybe it is. I think this is the spot where you're asking about how it works. Let me see. What is asset tokenization? There you go. Process right here, FOMO. Okay. Create the digital tokens, right? First, you got to create the tokens. It's an important step, obviously. And they'll represent shares of the real estate. But let's just say it is real estate, right? Then you start doing the smart contract implementations, right? The issuance, balance tracking, and payouts of benefits associated with the digital tokens representing tokenized assets would be governed all by smart contracts. And like you said, you know how they all work with us, right? When you do something with a smart contract, it is coded to do whatever this is. If this, then that, right? So whatever it's coded to do, it's going to do, right?
Now, are they using a token that they're just creating from that moment, or can you use a token that is out there? Like, could you tokenize things with Ethereum? Could you tokenize things with a token that we know about, or you have to be a new token? That's my question.
I would think you would do your new. You can't. I wouldn't say you would piggyback on something like an Ethereum.
Right. So you create your own token from scratch, and how would you monetize that? Would you put 50,
well, once you start implementing the smart contracts,
right,
and the utility, right, of the utility of what the token does or what the token represents, that's what you'll start doing all that stuff.
Value. Okay.
Right. Token distribution and sale, asset management and governance. Right. I mean, there would be governance too. Tokens have to be been sold. Holders can take a role in the management of the underlying real estate, physical maintenance, tenant relations, because there's a lot. That's why this real estate one, this is a heavy lift, right? There's a lot to that. And then secondary market trading. I mean, that's where it would get kind of bonkers. People are going to value that in a big way. Let's see. Let me see. Let me bring this down real quick. Wise guys, so if I'm hearing you all right, saying we have. So you're saying there's a chance. I think the rocket. It is. It's happening. You guys give us such space, such positive. Thank you, Richard. Appreciate that, brother. Well, there's no way to be positive. It's crazy town, Richard. Nothing but goodness is happening. We were in the FUD zone for like 2 years. Had FTX and Celsius and Terra Luna, right? That stuff is long gone. So all this is pretty cool. Now, I just want to talk about some of these ones that are doing this, right? This Hedera is pretty cool, and I don't think this one has a video. I'm looking for if this is the one. It's not, right? But cross-border remittance. It has a couple of different things. Let me pull up my little thing here, because I got a bunch of this stuff kind of written down so I can keep track of it. So Hedera is a decentralized public network that aims to provide secure, fair, and fast platform applications requiring high levels of trust and speed. It uses the Hashgraph consensus algorithm, which is designed to be more efficient and scalable than traditional blockchain protocols. So, I mean, a lot of blockchains use kind of the same, kind of ways to secure it and the hash rates and all these type of things. But some of them kind of, do their own little twist to it. But how does RWAs fit into this narrative, Hedera? The tokenization of real world assets through its Hedera token service. This HTS, right, allows users to create, manage, and transfer native tokens on the Hedera network. This service is designed to be highly customizable, enabling the tokenization of various assets such as real estate, commodities, and more. So this one is pretty efficient. This chain here, this decentralized network, and like I said, it's something that you want to maybe look at and see if, like I said, look at these. It's real world asset tokenization, consumer engagement and loyalty, sustainability, decentralized logs, identity, DeFi. There's a lot going on with this Hedera, right? So just saying, they do NFTs, got payments. I thought this was the one where, no, I guess it's not. There was one where you can mint it right off of it, and it was pretty cool because all it was using is AI, like Midjourney, and then you mint it. You mint an NFT. So Hedera is one that you might want to look at, because all of these, man, in the past 7 days, all of these have went from 18% to 35% just with this news. Like you said, the phone call. All since that phone call, these things have been crushing it, right? Every one of these. So, and that's why I pulled them up. I didn't pull them up because they're my favorites. I didn't pull them up because I have them. I pulled them up because, they were all pumping. This next one's called Pendle Finance. It is a decentralized finance protocol, so DeFi, and it does focus on enabling trading tokenized future yield. tokenized future yield by separating the yield component from the principle of yield-bearing assets. I know that's a lot. That's geeky, man. Pendle's approach to trading future yields can be extended to real-world assets that generate regular income, such as real estate, bonds, and/or other income-producing assets. So it's just all by tokenizing the future yields of these assets. And down here, I think this is the one with the video. There's one of them had a video. But yeah, there's a lot of people too. With the total value locked, you're up around 5 billion. Pretty good, right? So this one's it's doing pretty well. And I think they're most like anything other than Ondo. Ondo is almost on the first page. All of these, second, third, and sometimes fifth pages, right? So even though they've been pumping, these ones are still flyers, right? They're way out there. But this is the one, obviously, we've talked about a lot because, and this one, full disclosure, I do have Ondo. I like Ondo. And it's all because like this. You can go down here, and they are, kind of starting to be involved with some of these, big players. And, that's probably a good sign. And listen, I'm not a biggest fan of Larry Fink and all of this stuff, right? But it is what it is. This is how you get traditional finance, and this mass adoption that we're all looking for, right? So Ondo Finance is a DeFi protocol that offers structured financial products, including fixed income and risk-adjusted investment opportunities. So, how's it fit into, the narrative, RWAs? It's a platform by offering structured products based on tokenized assets. Again, real estate's on all these ones, right? Real estate's, commodities, and other tangible assets and frameworks, right, of all of them, right? So they got all kinds of things where you can stake, right? So you got these stable tokens. These are their own, like I said, you got to go through some of these. They're pretty interesting. But this is like very, very, this is very technical, high level stuff, right? So that's why I'm trying not to go too deep into it. It gets a little geeky and a little boring, and eye glazing.
When they take a loan, what do you get? A loan in crypto?
Yeah, of course you get it. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Collateralized, or are they just giving loans?
No, you would stake your stuff, right?
Right. So say you had 10 Bitcoin worth 700,000. They give you a loan if you stake it like 30%, 40%.
Yeah, you would a lot of the times they have like a little adjuster bar,
A little slide,
and they'll give you like you're getting red, right? And they're probably not going to give you the okay on that, and then you get it back to the yellow or green, and
right.
Then I don't know, 40, 50%.
Is that a real thing right there? Credit Vault's Avalanche getting about 22%.
This is it. Yeah, this is called Clearpool.
Right.
Yes. Right. That's what I'm saying. All of these. Now listen, some of it adjusts a lot, everybody. Just because they say this today, it's not like they say that like that forever, right? They do adjust. But yeah, I mean, this is why people are in this space. This is why I'm saying you don't treat your assets like an ATM, right? You actually use them. You can use them to get all of these APRs, these average APRs, and if you have all of these assets and they're out there crushing it like this, what's the sense of selling that, right? You just keep like what is that? The MicroStrategy. That's all he does, right?
Right.
You're putting it in here. You're getting loans and collateralized and everything, and then he goes and buys more Bitcoin. You could do the same thing right here, right? But you got to watch it. You can get over leveraged and you will get crushed, right? The market drops and now you're in deep stuff, and that's not a good thing. Here's another one, Opulous, and this one's kind of cool. I want to hang out here a little bit, but this is tokenized music assets, right? So $28 billion global music industry with a new layer of transparency through AI, right? And that's this one's kind of cool because again, there's so many independent artists now. That's why it's awesome to be on X and Twitter and seeing how all that is when we're going in those raids and those mobs. You get to see all kinds of people and musicians, right? And now they can go and be in this ownership economy and start selling their stuff. Opulous AI, the first AI-driven tools for music data, game-changing tool for artists, labels, and Opal holders. That's funny. I see that one there. But you know, they got all kinds of stuff on there already, and you know, this is weird. You look at this. That don't look like Rush Hour, FOMO.
Where?
These guys.
No.
But okay, all good. And the last and final, the standard tokenization process can be painful. TokenFi, right? Yeah, this one allows you to do what you were talking about, FOMO. You could launch the app, and there are certain things where you can tokenize a real world asset, right? I don't know.
Interested in tokenizing like an Airbnb per se, you know, or you know, something where people would vacation to.
Right. I understand those are the most interesting, but I'm telling you that is difficult stuff because there's a lot of title stuff. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things, liens on properties. There's a lot of stuff, right? But this is what I was talking about here. It's not available yet, but it is coming soon. But where have we heard generative AI NFTs? Generative, right? It's funny because that's what we have. We have that.
Just one.
We have that with the monsters, right? And you can change them all the time. But this is generative with the AI. Ours is has all the different traits, and you can kind of dress it however you want. But this is where you would do it. Soon you're going to be able to just pop the prompt in, and then you pop it up, and then you can generate, and then I guess you could go and list it on OpenSea, right? So, you know, like I said, a lot of people are starting to make this pretty easy, you know, where you want to be and doing this kind of stuff. So let's see. And I think that's about it. I will bring it back down. But those are just some real world assets that are out there. Like I said, all I did, let me pull it up again and go to, you know, I've done this before, right? All you have to do when you're looking for this kind of stuff is, oh, look, it's down, is go to categories, right? And what's funny is the RWAs, it's down there a little bit. Down there a little ways. Layer ones are up there, smart contracts are up there, but you get down, you know, look at even the theme, dog themed coins. But you got to get down there a good bit before you get to the RWAs. I think it's in the 40s, right? Yeah, right there, 45. So you can just click it, and like I said, that's what I went. I kind of went through and picked from the 7-day, and was going through, like, some of these were way out there, right? 821. I wanted to stay away, trying to get some little more mainstream ones, right? But yeah, you can see all the green that anything to do in real world assets has been pumping, all because of that ETH ETF, right? And that's why we talk about narratives and things trending. This is a way so you can, if you do want to invest in this space, this is a good way to kind of know, you know, how to get into something, right? You can get in and out of one of these very easily, right? You just know what's coming. You get that phone call that the ETF is going to pass, and you're good to go, right? That's all you need. It's like you and Nancy Pelosi, FOMO, you know?
Yeah, me and Nance. You know, we like ice cream together. We sit down, you know, with the two big freezers behind it. She's always sitting in the kitchen. I have to go to the freezers and get the ice cream out. It's $15 a pint. That's what she pays. Pretty impressive.
That's good ice cream, man.
It is good ice cream.
Wow. Love it. All right. I don't. Did you see in the Telegram? Did they?
I found that graph that I wanted to show.
I want to say no on the Telegram. I think we had something to do.
Okay.
But I cannot confirm nor deny.
All good.
Let me see if I can pull this up where it makes sense.
Yeah. Look. See. Happy Friday. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Will. Appreciate you, brother. Good to see you.
Yeah, so this is just a graph. You were asking, you know, how big this could get, FOMO. The highly conservative forecast for tokenization potential of 68 trillion by 2030 is the best case scenario. Tokenized asset potential differs across countries due to the variation in maturity of regulations and size of asset classes. But here, 16, it's going over the different classifications: listed equities, unlisted equities, other equity, investment funds, bonds, home equity, and other financial assets. And by 2030, we're looking at, you know, potentially $68 trillion all tokenized. So pretty wild graph right there.
It's going to be a ride for the 20s, ladies and gentlemen.
RWA is going to be putting a lot of collateral behind or into this tokenized world that we're watching and loving.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, absolutely. So, did you get the call, FOMO? You didn't get it with the?
I did get the call.
And you and Nancy?
And Nancy.
All are good news. Yes, Oswaldo. Thanks a lot. Appreciate you, man. And it is a lot of good news, Oswaldo, coming out. Right? Crazy stuff. Good time to be alive.
It is a good time to be alive. We got it's a great ride, man. We're on the roller coaster. Let's go.
Roller coaster. Fun time. Yeah.
It's a roller coaster, baby.
But yeah, no matter what, you should jump into the Telegram after we're popped out of here, and then check it out in there, right?
Yeah.
See what's going on. Sometimes they do little pop up, little live events, or anybody. Sometimes they just jump up on stage. So if you're not in the Telegram, you can either follow Apex, right, on Twitter, or Austin M2, and those guys, they have it in their little biography. Is that what it's called? What is it called? Description?
In their bio. Apex posted that video from the John Wick movie.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Did you decipher that one?
Did I decipher?
Yeah, he said, "Hey George, why don't you take the night off?" Do you think that's a message? That's a hidden message?
Okay, there you go. Yeah, I didn't know.
Is that what that meant?
That's what
I'm just trying to make sense of why he would post John Wick's telling a guy to take the night off.
He did say they had an event to go. They didn't know the time last night, and I'm sure they found the time, and they will be unavailable this evening.
There you go. It's all good.
I'm not saying they're going to a honky tonk, but it might be a
honky tonk. There you go.
Yeah. Not the Broken Spoke in Austin, Texas, a historical event. Not that one.
Well, you got to get the call.
The reason for the call today, John, is something just came across my desk, John. It is perhaps the best thing I've seen in the last 6 months. If you have 60 seconds, I'd like to share the idea.
Dude, we have to do that. Hold on one second.
You got to get the call.
You have to do the whole scene. Like, hey, Ray, this is FOMO. I'll just let you know, this call could change your life. Have you heard of this thing called Ethereum? Oh. Nancy just got it approved when she smacked around Gensler, and we're ready to go to the moon.
Going to the moon.
Board. Let's go.
Jump on.
Yeah, Gensler, bring me a sandwich. I'm talking to Ray.
Bring me a sandwich.
And then you add in, because Kathy Wood says you only need 6 of these by the time 2030 comes around.
Right. Tim, that's perfect. Kathy Wood said you only need 6. 6 by 2030. Millionaire on paper. I'm just letting you know. Let's go.
On paper, he said. You're so...
I do. The videos can be just incredible. We should dress a car just like Ethereum or Bitcoin and try to sell it.
Yeah, that would be.
This baby's going fast.
Yeah.
Right now, it's got good suspension. You got Larry Fink in the trunk, not literally, but he's
in the trunk. Come on, man. What are you doing?
I'm telling you. Listen to me. He's in the car with you.
You're gonna get hit by that heart attack gun all of a sudden, man. CIA got that.
I love Larry Fink. I love Larry Fink. Anything he's into, I'm going.
You better love Larry Fink.
I love that guy.
No, well,
Larry Fink is my favorite.
FOMO, do you have a blue roof? I'm just asking.
Blue roof.
You got a blue roof?
You better start putting some tarps up there.
You need more blue.
Again, I'm being safe. Let me go backward. We're in a Suburban. He's in the back. He's protected. I love Larry Fink.
That's right.
He's my favorite. As soon as he gave that call to Nancy to get this approved, I'm letting you know that's where the call came from.
That's what happens,
I love this guy.
I thought you were the one who called Larry to tell him to make the call to Nancy.
No, I'm not that connected. You may think I'm that connected, but no. I take calls. I don't give calls.
Oh, there you go.
I'm letting you know it's pretty exciting.
Well, it is. It's been an exciting week, right? So happy Friday.
Wait, it went from Gensler saying no way, like Ray. Come on, we're not young people, but in life, I've never seen something go from 25% maybe to no, dead on arrival, to in one day, hey guys, I need to take your applications and get this staking.
The staking,
and then all of a sudden it goes the first day, but all of a sudden you see Ethereum skyrocket the day before.
Yes.
Come on, guys.
Big time.
The deal was in.
It's all good.
Yeah.
It's how the world works, Momo. Come on.
Yeah, Nancy picked up.
It's all good. No worries.
I love Nancy.
It's how it works, man. You just got to be in that group, right? So get in there.
Or get a call.
Get to work.
Dude, listen to me. If you're not in the group, as long as you're serving sandwiches in the group, to the group, you listen.
Yes.
Nancy, can I get your sandwich? Yes, thank you. Yes, we're going to take Ethereum. Let's go. Hey, Bob. Nancy that's what I'm saying. Can you imagine?
It's good. Good stuff.
Oh, my God. I love life.
But happy Friday, right?
Happy Friday to you, Ray and Tim.
You know what it was? Nancy probably watched our show and she saw one of these videos. I'm trying to find it, Ray.
I'm sure.
Where's the
which one? The ETH?
Where's the poor one?
Oh, the poor one.
She probably saw this video.
What do you do with the Bitcoin besides it just gather value?
Real estate developers in New York City, they're not buying the real estate because they want to live in it.
But like most of the people who are buying assets at some point want to sell the assets at a profit.
People that use fiat currency as a store of value, we call them poor. We call them poor. People that use fiat currency, we call them poor. We call them poor. We call them poor. We call them poor. There's a name for them. We call them poor.
Yeah.
Can you send me that link, Tim? I just want to play that at the restaurant and one of the
over and over again.
You call them for you can play it at the restaurant.
Dude, I'm expecting. I already told you. Starting next month, Santisi Brothers Pizzeria and Sports Grill is accepting Ethereum as payment.
You remember back in the day, you'd say, "Oh, if you're going to pay cash, you get a 10% discount."
Right
now, if you're going to pay cash, you got to pay 20% more.
100%. That's the way it should be. Good point. You use Ethereum.
You now got to use right.
Yeah, you Ethereum, you get 10% discount all day, every day.
Or that one that starts with M and rhymes with 2 at the end.
I know. I already accept that. What?
Beautiful.
I love you guys.
Love you, man.
It's time to start my weekend, gentlemen.
Happy Memorial Day.
Yeah, happy Memorial Day.
Happy 3 days off. I'll be working all 3.
Just remember what it's about, A lot of people
I actually put that on Facebook. That's a very good point. It's not about a 3-day vacation. It's the people that gave the sacrifice so we can have the freedom.
Yep.
And we thank you for your dedication and your service to us.
People do
and the ultimate sacrifice, right? And Ray, thank you for your service.
Oh yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
So it's very important. It's very somber. It's a very somber thing.
Yeah. Well, a lot of good people in this world. We get stuck on all the garbage, but there's a lot of good people doing.
100%.
Yep. But
some gave and some gave all.
Yep, absolutely. So yes, happy Friday. Enjoy the barbecues, and like FOMO was just talking about, remember, it's good stuff, right? A lot of people did good, tough stuff, right?
And so, then we haven't decided yet. We could make an announcement. We'll talk about it. I don't know if there's a show for me on Monday because it is Memorial Day. We'll decide. You make a decision on that.
Well, yeah, there might be some decisions all next week, maybe.
Right. You know what I mean?
We'll have to see.
Yeah, we're going to be.
We have to do like a touch and go. Go.
It might be touch. It might be a live show. It might be
in the middle of the afternoon.
Yeah, it might be somewhere else. We don't know. We might be on location. We don't know.
So yes, just keep. It'll come up on your Opus AI.
Keep it up on the phone. You'll hear something.
Opus AI is where to go. Right, it has everything. So there you go.
Right.
Thank you.
Love you guys.
We'll head out with the awesome Connectricity wrap.
Do it.
Attention is gold. All right.
Love you.
Step into the nexus with clicks convert to power. Illuminate the world from the screen of your tower. Social fabric woven with the threads of play. A new dawn of gaming, we paved the way. Here, attention's gold and ears go up by clicks. Each move, a strategy in the digital mix. Stand with us on Opus AI, secure ground where every byte traded is a kingdom found. Advance is gold, and it gold by clicks. Each move a strategy in in the digital mix. Stand with us on Opus AI secure ground, where every bot traded is a kingdom found. So power up your device, let your strategy unfold in Connectricity's world. Watch the new era toll, be the tycoon of currents in the saga so cryptic. In this game of the future, electrify and go ballistic. Blockchain fortresses with Opus AI guards. Every move secure, playing digital cards. Unlocking the grid with keys so smart, transforming every force into a thriving art. No coin to drop, no fee to pay. In this digital empire, our strategy sway. From the pulse of the streets to the swipe of the game. The tycoons of energy, setting fame aflame. Yeah, here, attention's gold and the echo of our clicks. Each move, a strategy in the digital mix. Stand with us on Opus AI secure ground, where every byte traded is a kingdom found. Come forge the currents where data streams. Connectricity beckons, chase your dreams. An empire revolts and palms we hold in this blockchain saga, brave and